Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. All right, this is part 3, 4, 5, whatever. Anyways, this is a continuation about the Angular with Aspnetcore Core. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to create a contact page, how to be, like let's say somebody wants to send you a message. I'm going to show you that using Angular for the front end and then ASP.NET Core on the back end, and also using SQLite to save the data. So let me show you guys the application. So also too, the application, it has some features already. I'm using Toaster for the messages. Like whenever you send a message, let me show you guys. So let's say I'm going to put, let me put my name on it. Martin's Devs, Martin's Devs. And I'm going to put down Martin's and put the email. Well, okay, looking for a web design. Need pricing. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and send it. See, using Toaster for the message to let you know the message was sent. So let's just say that I'm in the admin and I want to retrieve that message. So see right there, it gives you an ID for the message. It gives you a name for the name of the sender, gives you the email address, and it says looking for web design. And that it's on the front end. Now, the back end, I'm using SQLite and also ASP.NET Core, which is, I'm going to show you here is Swagger. So if I go where it says contacts, which is right here, let's say I want to go ahead and I want to get the message. I want to get all the messages right here. So it says API get message. Let me go ahead and send it. Let me go ahead and, let me hit it, try it out. Let me go ahead and execute. All right, cool. So this is Swagger retrieving that. See, looking for a web design, need pricing. All right, so let me show you guys this over here in SQLite. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the application. Here's the front end with using Angular. So you have the HTML, you have the component, the TS, and over here I have the contact for, this is the controller API, which is right here. This is the one I'm going to show you guys how to create. And also here is my SQLite. So when we put it next to each other so you guys can look at it. Oh, that's not a good, that's too small. That's too small. All right. Let me go ahead and refresh this. This is a SQLite. So let me go ahead and refresh the show table. Voila. See, it is right here. Martin's Dev, LOL, looking for web design is pricing. So you see, so all of that I am going to show you guys in this video. Besides that, let me see. You can actually search. You can actually, you have pagination. Of course, you need more members there. You can search. You can go up and down. See, you can go up and down the names by ID. See, it goes up and down. All right, cool. So that's that. Oh, and also the application has guards. So let's say you try to go to the contact list. See, it won't let you. It says you should not pass. That is using guards. If you want to learn how to do that, you can actually watch this video here. This is my YouTube channel. And thanks for my new subscribers. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you so much. Thanks for that. Thanks for the love. So if you guys want to learn how to create a login and everything, don't forget to watch the channel, and then I will keep pretty much on the video how to do it. And here's another one here. And this is the one to create a login and register for the front end using Angular. And here's to create the API. So that's pretty cool. So make sure, don't forget to check out my channel. And so let's get back to the project. So let me go ahead and close this out. Let me close this out. And let me close this out. So I am gonna show you guys how to create a controller. And we're gonna do first code migration. So stay tuned, okay, guys? And again, for the new viewers, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, okay? All right, guys, so the application, I have opened it up. So we're over here. This is the members. This is the application. So we got it. So right now I'm able to log in. So we can log back in. This is the contact. This is what we're going to be working on. So over here, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create, we're going to go to the entity. We're going to go to the backend, which is right here. And we're going to create a controller, but let's first create a class. And this one here, we're going to call it, contact. Go ahead and close this up. I don't know why it didn't close. I might have to restart that maybe. All right, so this one, let me do it again. Contact. Yeah, I might have to restart this. So stay tuned. Hold on. All right, so I decided to open my Microsoft 2019. My Vscode, for some reason, I think it's acting up. So I tried to do it a couple of times. I might have to restart the computer, but I'm doing the video, so I don't want to do that. All right, so first thing I'm gonna continue doing this. I think it should work over here just fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a class, and this one I am gonna call it. I'm gonna try to do contact. Contact. I'm gonna add it right now. Okay, thank God it worked. Okay, cool. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it an ID. So we're going to use prop, and we're going to give it an ID. Make sure you capitalize the first letter here. The next one I'm going to do is I am going to do a string, and this one here is going to be for the name. The next one is going to be for the email. Here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to do string message. Okay, that's that. So, okay, so we have that. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go to the data context, which is right here, right where the connection is. And I am going to make sure declare this. So we're going to do db set, and we're going to grab the contact. Inject it here, and it's going to be contacts, and it's going to be get set. Okay, so now that we have that, then we go ahead and run to the bottom here to the package manager console. And here, what we're going to do is let me make sure let me go to the startup. Let me make sure I have SQLite. Hold on a second. So let me go ahead and go to my extensions here. Application service. Yep, SQLite is installed. All right, so that's that. So now that we have that, so we go ahead and do the create a migration. So we're going to do add migrations, add migration. Hold on. Migrations. Not working. I think I know what. Dotnet. Give me a second. Okay, so I figure out what the issue is. Okay, so the add migrations. like that, it's not gonna work. Okay, so if you're having that problem on it, you can clear the console here and actually use .NET EF migrations, and you want to do the name of the migration, whatever you want to name it. So me, I'm going to call it contact model. Hit enter, and that is going to work. And let's just say you mess up the migration. So in order to remove that migration and to remove the snapshot that comes with it, which is right here, migrations, yeah, right here, contact. See, if you look over here, it says contact model. So let me go ahead and remove this migration, so that way you guys can learn. Okay, so .NET, the way you would write it is .NET EF. So it says right here, EF migration. So you will do migrations remove. Just like that. And it will remove the migration that I just did. Just wait for a second. Okay, so see, I did it. All right, but I actually want this migration, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. Let me show you guys. See, actually it took it. So it took it out of the migrations folder. So, but I want to create this. So once we have that, go ahead and do that. All right. So then you will do .NET EF database update right there. Hopefully we don't get any errors. Perfect. Okay, we actually have succeeded, and we got it working. All right, cool. So now that we have the table, the next thing I want to do is go ahead and create the controller for the backend. So let's go ahead and create a controller. Let's go ahead and create the controller API. So I'm going to go ahead controller. Let's do API. Let's create one as empty, so that we can learn how to create a controller. So this one here, I am going to call it, contacts. This is going to be context controller. And that's going to be empty, nothing there. Okay. So let me show you guys. The first thing we want to do on this controller, we want to go ahead and inject the data context on it. So in order to get that, what we're going to do is you want to go here and type in CTOR. Okay. And then hit tab. Once you do that, here you can pass the data context. Data context. There you go. Just like that. And then, of course, you got it injected. And you want to click on the one that says use, well, on mine is called using backend API data, because that's where the folder is, which is right here. So data context. Okay. Once you do that, you have to initialize it in order to pass it and inside the controller. So you want to do is initialize it. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to create our first HTTP GET, which is right here. It's going to be HTTP GET. And here, what we're going to do is, let's just put a note here. So this one is going to be GET. And this one is, you want to do the API / GET contact. So in order to get this, we want to do is public action result. And this one we want to pass we want to pass the contact. Okay, we want to pass the contact class. So let's go ahead and pass it through. And here, let's call it get contacts. Okay, get contacts. So here is where we're going to get all the contacts. And the first thing I want to do is I want to give it a variable, which is going to be called my messages. And this is going to be, this is where we're going to pass the underscore context, and then the name of the class, which is contact. And here what we're going to do is you want to list. Okay, and here, this is where you're going to return okay, and here we're going to pass this my messages. Perfect. And that's how you're going to get all the messages. Now, to get a single one, we want to do is we want to pass the ID on the HTTP GET. Very simple. HTTP GET, and here you want to do, we want to pass the ID. Then here we want to do public. You want to do async. Actually, just do the same thing for that one up here, async. And now every time you pass async, you want to make sure you await, not just that. And then here you want to convert this to async. Control that to implement using Entity Framework Core. Okay. So here what we're going to do, we're going to pass a task. Oh, we got to do the same thing here. That's why it's highlighted in red. So we want to do a task. There it is. See, the error is gone. So here the same thing we're going to do. It's going to be action resolve. Action resolve. And this one we want to do is just get a single contact. So we want to do get. We want to call it get contact. And in order to get one single contact, you want to pass the ID. So same thing I want to do. I'm going to create it's called a variable, and this one is called my message. And here you want to go ahead and await this, and then of course you want to pass the underscore context, and of course you're going to pass the contact class. And then you want to pass, you can do, I'm going to pass first. You can actually do first a default async, and this one you want to pass m equals to m. This you're going to pass the ID. Make sure it's equal to the ID, which is equal to this one here. And then you want to return okay. Return okay. And you want to pass my messages. Okay, just like that. That's for that. And in order to, now this one here, in order to pass, to make a post, in other words, in order to send a message, you want to do the HTTP post. And here you want to make public async, and it's going to be task, and it's going to be action result. And this one is going to be called create contact. This is where your client, customer, whatever, they want to send you a message. So here what we're going to do is we're going to do data binding. So we're going to pass the contact. So here we're going to pass if not model state is valid, then you want to return a bad request. So if it's not valid, what you want to do is send the customer a bad request. This will come handy when you're using the, the toaster alert. So, okay, so here what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass model state inside this bad request. And then once you send the request, then you're gonna do context, contacts. And here you wanna do is you wanna add it. You wanna add the contact, which is right here. Then once you do that, you can await the context that. Then you want to save it, save async. And the last you want to do is then you can return a create action, create add action. And here you want to do is you want to get contacts. Get contact, I meant to say. Get contact. So get contact, and then you want to pass a new ID. You want to pass a new ID because you're creating a new contact, which is contact.id, and the name of the class, which is right there. Oh, this one's have to be capitalized, contact ID. Yeah. So when you hover this, if you ever want to know what goes inside there, you can actually hover the mouse over, and actually it will tell you there. The first one, it says you need a string with the action name, the route, which is the value, and the last one you want the value. So it actually tells you there, it describes you. So once it passes through, if you look over here, again, it will give you a 201 as a stat. The stat is 201. So once it goes through, all right, cool. So now that's that. So the last one is going to be, I want to create HTTP delete. So let's do HTTP delete. In order to delete something, you want to pass an ID. Here you want to do a public async, and of course it's going to be a task. And here you want to do action result. Action result. And you want to, what do you want to do? Oops, see, I made a action result. And this one here is going to be called delete contact. That's to delete it. Okay. And this one, you want to pass an ID. You want to pass an ID. And also this one, you want to pass from route. Okay, so once you do that, it's again, you want to check. So you want to do if model state valid, you want to send a bad request. Bad request. Here you want to pass again model state okay. Once you have that, now you want to do is bar my message. My message, yeah, that's it. Bar my message. Then you want to await context. So what you want to do is you want to grab a single message, whatever you want to delete. So you want to get it from the contacts class, and you want to find the single one, which is an ID. Now, once you have it, you can check on it. So let me see if it's, so you want to do if my message is equal to null, that means there's nothing there. You can do return not found. Okay, that's that. So now let's just say you found this. So you want to do is context. Oh, context, contacts. You want to remove it. and remove it, you want to just remove a single one, which is my message. So once you remove it, of course, you want to save it. So you want to go await context that save async. This is when you want to save it. Once you remove it, then you want to return okay, and you want to do my message. Perfect. So far, so good. Nice. Okay. So now, actually, I can run the application and we can use Swagger to show you. So if you go to context, yep. Okay, cool. So we have that. I'm gonna go ahead and create a message. I want to go ahead and test it, make sure we got it working. So let's go ahead and try it out. And here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my name, which I'm going to put down Martin Devs. And the last, wait, that's not it. I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong one. This is the members. I'm going to go over here where it says contacts, and I am going to create a new one. I'm going to do a post. And here, let's go ahead and try it out. All right, so here I'm going to put my name, Martin Devs. I'm going to put down my email address, which is going to be martindevs@aol.com. And here I'm going to put down the message, which is going to be looking for a tech member. I'm just going to put that. So looking for a tech member. All right, let me go ahead and execute this and see what do I get. Let me see if it worked. Let me see if I get a 200. All right, so I got a 201. That means it created that. So let me show you guys. Let me go ahead and run, get the contacts. Go ahead and try it out. Let's go ahead and execute this. And voila, look, I got the first, I gave me an ID, it gave me whatever I just sent. And let's take a look. Yep, that's that. So now that we have the back end, we can go ahead and concentrate on doing the front end. So stay tuned. This is going to be it. I know it got a little long in the video, but this is going to be it for the video for creating the back end. On the next video, stay tuned. I am going to show you guys how to put it together with Angular. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video, guys. Stay tuned. I see you guys.